Hello Aries, my name is Alison and you're with Healing Dove Tarot. Aries, we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 26th of November until the 2nd of December. Can you believe we're already in December? My goodness. Astrologically, the only thing that I really want to update you on is the fact that Mercury is still retrograde, okay? And doesn't go direct until the 5th or the 6th, depending on where you are watching this from the world. But bear in mind, there's always a shadow period. That's pretty much it for this week, so let's get straight into it. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is often described as Cupid's arrows or messages of love, right? When it comes to reading the tarot in love, in the genre of love. This can mean a number of things. One, that you're communicating with your loved one via text messages, anything to do with social media, so Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, depending, Pinterest, whatever your caper is, maybe even LinkedIn, whatever it is for you, it's a fast moving energy. So it's messages going backwards and forwards, ting, 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 ting. So I feel like for a lot of you, you know, the reading that I did for you last week was talking to you about staying really positive, right, in mindset, because you're manifesting quickly. And what's really cool is that into this week, as you flow on, you have the card of manifestation. You have the Magician, or because this is the David Bowie inspired deck, it's known as the Starman. So I really feel like if you have watched my channel and you're keeping your thoughts positive and you're drawing this energy in, then it's here for you, okay? Because I see you communicating. Look at the wands, look at the passion that's coming through these wands, yeah? It's like messages. And what I love about the illustration here is you can see it's not just one way. You know, often you can talk about, oh yeah, she's talking about social media and getting messages, but what does that actually mean? But I love that it's reciprocated, okay, Aries? So whoever you're communicating with, and there's a few signs here and I'll go through that in a minute, it's very much, it's even, okay? I did say to you last week, and it's come up again, so I want this message needs to go out to someone. Be very careful with your thoughts, okay? You had the Nine of Swords, and I remember it clearly. You've got it again. So for a lot of you, I'm seeing anxiety, anxious thoughts about love. It's coupled with justice. So for some Aries out there, this for me, at the bottom of it is the moon. It could literally mean that you're a little bit anxious about maybe signing some legal papers. It could pertain to a marriage, either getting into one or getting out of one. And I say that because as you get to the weekend, you have the Hierophant here, which speaks about all things traditional, structure, legals, institutions, anything to do with something that's long term, okay? The Hierophant's also quite a spiritual card, and it sometimes misses that interpretation from readers. Readers sometimes forget to mention that it carries a lot of weight when it comes to spirituality, okay? It is the masculine equivalent of the High Priestess. So I think sometimes people mistake this card for just meaning commitment and true love, and it does mean all those things. It also represents the sign of Taurus, so Taurus could be quite prevalent to you. All right, I know you're all I have got spirit in my ear saying, tell them the signs. So someone out there is hanging on for the sign. So I have as I said, I have the Hierophant and Taurus here that's coming out quite clear. I have a Libra. I also have Pisces, because I have the card of the moon. Potentially an Aries or a Taurus again. I know I said this last week, and you know, there was a lovely viewer that commented and said Aries dating an Aries. Thank you, because I know that some of you are. So there is definitely Aries on Aries energy here. Also another water sign. So I know I mentioned Pisces already, but Cancer, Scorpio. They're the main ones, okay? So Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio. And for some of you, maybe a younger air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I'm really seeing this more as an action card, okay? So, as I said, just be really careful of your thoughts. Whether you're coupled or whether you're single, you are, at this moment, Aries, you're in a really interesting position, okay? You're still a few months from your solar return from your birthday, but you are very strong in manifesting, okay? the Starman, right? As I said to you, that master, you know, the magician, you're manifesting all that you want. So if you're thinking negatively about love and you're single and you're wanting to draw love in, guess what's going to happen? You're going to block it. If you're thinking positively and you're just taking your past for what it was and letting it go, then I see that coming in through for you. And it's the same vice versa. I mentioned before that for some of you, you're either looking at starting a new commitment or a new marriage or something like that. And for others of you, you're looking at ending it. So whichever way it goes, if you can maintain some sort of positivity, it will work in your favor. Yeah, I know. You're there going, Ali, you don't even know what I'm going through. You don't know my situation. And I don't. I am just the messenger. But I feel like often if we can remove ourselves from the emotion of a situation, particularly when it comes to love and the system that we put ourselves in, when we can just take a step back, we can think clearer. And when we do that, we're able to see things through the eyes of compassion and love and fear for someone, okay? However, in saying that, I do see some kind of interesting energy, let's say interesting. I have the moon coupled with justice. So this is major arcana. So the moon represents things that are hidden. Now, as I'm doing this reading, we've already passed the full moon that was in Gemini. Now, it was quite a powerful full moon because it was at 0 degrees in Gemini. And if you know anything about astrology or even astronomy, you'll understand why that was quite powerful, because it's right on the axis or the cusp, right? So, I feel like maybe this full moon illuminated things for you, okay? Made you see things clearly. Things that you didn't know came to light. For some of you, it's very much, and I said this last time, about being blessed in love, about seeing your partner in a different light and having different eyes. For others of you, it's really about seeing all the hurt of your past. And I say that because I have the 3 of Swords here, okay? So, and it's literally, it's coming into the weekend. I have the Prince of Swords and the Hierophant, and at the base of that, the 3 of Swords. For some of you, this could mean, and I'm just the messenger, it literally could mean that a breakup and that you're choosing to walk away. We are in Mercury retrograde, and we've just come off the back of a Venus retrograde period, which only happens every 1.5 years, right? And what that does is it's like it refreshes us and recharges us when it comes to love. So for you, it could very well be that you've now made the conscious decision that this is no longer fulfilling and giving you what you need or want or desire, this marriage, this relationship, this connection, this bond, however it is, and you're speaking your harsh truth, Prince of Swords here, and saying that you're done. If you are Aries, if this is making sense to you, I feel like it's not going to be something that comes as a surprise. If you are having this conversation, if you are speaking that truth, I feel like it's something that you've kind of been talking about with your partner for a while. And I feel like you feel very grounded because you're doing it with love. That's the right way I want to say it, because you have the King of Cups at the center. The King of Cups is, again, representing a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be male or female. It's just that it's the king. So usually a little bit more emotionally mature and evolved, right? So you can have a Pisces that's at the queen stage and is really quite emotional and all over the shop, but the king's really grounded in his emotions. So if you are needing to make this choice, Aries, and it's never a fun situation, I feel like you're doing it with a lot of emotional maturity. And you're doing it because you're wanting to manifest in a bright, brand new beginning. So, you know, how you start the week with this 8 of Wands could just be about communicating to your partner, being a little bit anxious about it, how you want to end a commitment. Now, again, this is a general reading, so it's not for everyone. For others of you, and I read this in the last reading, it could actually very well be about letting go of the hurt that you've suffered in the past, in your relationship and in your marriage, and actually choosing to let this energy go and move forward with renewed love and vigor for your partner, because that's what the King of Cups is. It's like a manifestation of love. It's all about a loving heart, giving a heart, and wanting to start afresh. So for some of you that are in couples where it's been a little bit stagnant or stale or even just hurtful, and you've both been going round and round in this circle for, gosh, some of you were talking months, maybe even over a year, 9 months to a year, I feel like that cycle is very much ending for you, Aries. And others of you that have been single for a while, you really need to let go of your past, because I see a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but very strong Pisces, wanting to come in and give you love, wanting to communicate and give you love. And I feel like you're manifesting this person, okay? Exciting. Okay, so let's get you some additional guidance. Additional guidance for singles, please. Please show me additional guidance for singles. Too many cards. Additional guidance for singles from the 26th to the 2nd. What do they need to know? Oh, that's funny. I was talking about being a master manifester, and you drew the card of master. So this is what I'd call the shadow side of that, right? This actually represents the devil card in traditional tarot. The 15 is the card of the devil, which is the sign of Capricorn. So for some of you, a Capricorn could be quite prevalent. Some of you could have that as your rising or your moon. But it's not as negative as what you think. I'll read you the meaning in a second. And couples, additional guidance for couples, please. Yeah, so some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Couples, please, from the 26th to the 2nd of December. There it is. Imagine. Number 20. Okay, singles. As soon as I find my guidebook for you. Okay, major arcana of the master or the devil in traditional tarot. Fear, identify, release, negativity, freedom, and love. What did I say about those thoughts? Fear and doubt often prevent a relationship from flowering or from manifesting. In matters of the heart, they can restrict and confine. They prevent you from opening to the joy and love that's waiting for you. A fearful heart closes in upon itself and sees only negativity and doubt. Your fears can even make you question your own value, causing you to wonder whether you're worthy of being loved or if you will ever find love. For anyone who feels like that, I want to tell you, you are very worthy, okay? And you will find love. These thoughts, if not controlled, will manifest more of the same, continuing a never-ending destructive cycle. It's what I was saying at the very beginning, Aries, about keeping your thoughts pure and clean. It's time to take action. To master your fears, you must first identify them. What fears about love have you allowed yourself to believe? Are you concerned about being unlovable? Are you uneasy about giving up your freedom in order to be in a relationship? Do you find it too difficult to speak up about your needs and ask that they be met? Sit quietly and uncover what may be holding you back. By the very act of facing your fears, you will recognize them for the deceptions that they are, and you'll discover the power to master and eliminate them. It's pretty powerful. That's for my singles. Couples, imagine. Number 20. Okay, so the essential meanings are turning imagination into manifestation. What did I say about manifestation? Creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, right? In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. Whilst that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are all about relating. So step out into the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with the attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. This is really talking about, because you're already in a couple, the cycle of the fact that you're going through that rebirth. You know, that's exactly what I was saying to you about manifesting the exact kind of relationship that you want. And, you know, it's not been easy. You know, most things that are worth having never are. But I think through true communication and being really honest about how you feel, you're able to manifest the relationship that you ultimately desire. And how cool is that? All right, Aries, that was your love reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. Take care.